You know what we don't need, in my humble opinion here, Brad?
Yeah.
A wingman. Or maybe like a combo guy. Like, we don't need another guy that can, 3-and-D. And we got a team full of those, all under contract for a long time. That's the last thing we need.
We have a team option on Sam Hauser. We probably won't exercise. We can save $2 million on cap.
Respectfully, Brad.
We have to supermax Jason.
I understand, but respectfully, Sam Hauser's grow on trees.
Yeah.
You can't get big man.
In a former Baylor Scheierman.
Oh, Baylor Scheierman.
Travis, you know what we're talking about here? You're talking Kyle Filipowski. I'm talking Baylor Scheierman. You know what my favorite wine section is when I go to Total Wine?
Now we're doing wine, Brad.
You know what my favorite wine is?
What?
Exciting Whites.
Brad, I'd like to leave your office now. Thank you.
Because that's what we're talking, Travis. You know what I just won a world championship with? Elite effing wings.
Exciting White.
A 7'3" Latvian that gave it his all, and some exciting whites off the bench. And that's what I'm going to draft to Baylor Scheierman.
That was brilliant.
A kid that rolls out of bed, has a green light to shoot from wherever the hell he wants to be, gives us just enough effort on defense, can be exposed at the next level, but could get it done. And as a 5-year guy in college, big-time shot maker and taker, can score out of the pick and roll off the handoffs, off ball movement. I really like the Scheierman kid, Travis.
Bro.
Filipowski's good, but you know what? He's a dookie, and he's a soft effing dookie.
Yeah, I can't push back on
You see how he handled that court storming?
I can't push back. I did. Oh, yeah.
I'm not doing that. We need toughness.
He's not in that section in Total Wines and More.
We need grit. I need gritty whites. I want Baylor Scheierman. So, Travis, get the F out of my office.
Yeah, gladly. Thanks, Brad.
That was fun.
That was something else.
We should do that more.
I don't think so. I think my soul left my body when you gave me the Total Wine and More. That was brilliant by you. I was not prepared for that. Look, in the end,
I hear the Filipowski because I was on Hold My Banner with Tay.
Yeah.
And I said Kyle Filipowski at 30.
And he fills
it
a need.
makes sense.
Yes.
But the Scheierman pick makes sense as well.
I don't know.
He was good for Creighton, man.
Yeah, you watch a lot of Creighton, dog.
18 points per game, 9 rebounds a night, can shoot from 30 feet.
So he's a good defender,
6'7". He hustles. He's not athletically explosive, like not going to dunk on you, not going to be great in the fast
He buys
break.
in, though.
Yes, and hustles. Him and Trey Alexander made up a really good defensive backcourt for the Blue Jays. And he is 6'7" and a sniper from deep. And you know what Joe Mazzulla loves?
Yeah.
Threes. 45 of them, 55, 65, 75 a night.
So Hauser's finito.
This kid comes in, Sam Hauser slots out.
Yeah, right. Which, I mean, listen, I meant everything I said. Thank you, Sam Hauser, for the ring. You're fantastic. But, like, I would rather, I feel as though it's less common to have a big especially in this draft. This draft, bro, and we're going to talk about some of these other teams and some of these picks. Mm-hmm. Usually in the NBA draft, because I'm a college basketball junkie, because we both love college basketball and the NBA, I know a great deal of the kids. And then you get some international kids and increasingly more, right?
Literally 4 Frenchmen.
And then you get some G League dudes that at least you've heard of along the way. This is the first draft I can remember where, I mean, everyone's laughing at me in our content center, but I was serious half the time where they would make a pick and I would just yell out, "Who?"
Yeah.
And
that hit me at like 20.
Yeah, man. Like, I just look at this draft in totality. And I think, you have an opportunity to get a big who can do, and look, I'm talking about flip like he's Shaq. He didn't get drafted in the first round, but I'm just like, let's pump the brakes here. But he was on the board. This is a round where he's projected. He's going to go early.
You have that
today.
need in the front court.
You
need front court depth no matter what.
Yes.
But
you don't need another 3-and-D wing. I don't care about Sam. Respectfully,
high IQ,
Sam Hauser, like,
great
get
feel
him
for
in
the
the
game.
second round. Get him in the second round.
You could get that Sam Hauser replacement there.
I tell you where you're not going to get Flip in the second round. He'll be gone. You see what I'm saying? You
No,
could have
I
got
do.
this kid or a kid like him in the second round. Nothing against Shire. Maybe he'll be great. Scheierman. But
You know, in a draft rich with international, we saw 4 Frenchmen. Baylor Scheierman actually spent some time out in France.
really?
No, he's from Hastings, Nebraska. I got you twice.
Why'd
today.
you even say that?
I just
Why'd
want
you make that up?
to mess with you at this point.
At least the Total Wines and More made sense.
The wheels spun for
I
a
was
second
thinking, I was
there.
like, really? I didn't see that in my notes.
Yeah, he actually played 3 years in Europe.
Look, it'll
No.
be fine. They're the champs, and Brad we trust.
Exactly.
I'm picking nits here, but
That's where you defer, and they poured themselves into so much tape, so much film, and the amount of workouts they've had. And when Scheierman, what?
I'm still laughing.
Just poured themselves like pouring wine.
I keep going back. Bro, I'm not even repeating what you said, but it was great.
It's a section in the wine
It
store.
is a section. I've seen it. I spent a lot of time in the wine store.
You do.
He's right.
But like there are the moments where you go, they know more than me.
Yeah.
And with Brad Stevens, you trust it.
You
After the
have to.
team he was able to assemble.
Yeah.
And even think about the contributions they got for guys that they either drafted or brought in and developed.
Yeah.
And this is Scheierman, dude. Steps in, 24 years old. He is what he is, but he will play for you for the next 3-4 years, and you're going to get with him what you get.
I hate it.
Off the bench, 6'7" sniper. 30 feet. 32 feet. Confidence with that.
Can I
release.
ask you something?
Off the dribble, step back, catch and shoot.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, yes, guys.
All right, Porzingis isn't going to start the season.
Yeah,
And then when he does play,
yeah.
how long
Oh, I got
till he's banged up?
I'm
Right?
George now. I'm not Brad anymore. Right?
Yeah, no, now you're George.
I have like 5% faith Porzingis is going to make it through this next season.
Same, right?
Yep.
Cool. Same page.
Yeah.
Al Horford. I'm just going to keep asking him hey, Al, we know you're 157, but you got one more in you?
How are
Can
you?
you play more minutes?
Are you 37? Fully seriousness.
No, I'm saying, like,
No, but it's just like I can't imagine 38 now. You're gonna be like, hey, we're running back out.
Right.
You're 19, baby.
so I'm just, and then, brother, when you get to May, you know what I mean? In April,
Cornette playing
and
significant minutes.
what are we doing? Like, you mean to tell me a big could, even if it's not Flip from Duke, there were other bigs on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there was another Frenchie. I mean, there were big guys all over the place. I don't know. I didn't love it.
It does get me too, though. If you think of a guy, I think you'd have to move up from 54 to get him. But a Cam Spencer in the
Sure.
second round out of UConn,
You
a
probably
guy
have to
that
move up.
should have played at Duke. But to your point,
Yes.
you get Filipowski now, then you get Cam Spencer in the second round, and you're in the same spot.
That's what I'm saying.
It's all about the move before the move, and we'll see where they go second round. Right?
well.
It's hard. You want to rip on a team, but you have to see the full thing that they do on the draft.
Yes.
And we'll see if whoever they get in the second round. But to your point, too, can they be an immediate impact guy right away playing?
It just
Scheierman can.
it feels like, and I'm being respectful because it's a championship team, and I want to lead with that, but it feels like so many wings. Like, it's just like, are we Buffalo Wild Wings? Like, what are we doing? It's just so many wings. Could you get me a couple more bigs to fill in some gaps that you know are coming this season?
Bigs aren't fun. They don't shoot threes.
Well, they
could.
They can.
I know.
That's what I mean.
I get you.
But hey, listen, in the end, in Brad we trust. Now, you heard me say, literally, you heard me say all last night, who? What were your thoughts of the rest of the draft? Because look, we obviously cared the most about the Celtics. But, I mean, my God, France had 3 players go in the top 10, 1 and 2 back-to-back. Mm-hmm. And then, 1 at 6. So, I mean, France
one at
won
25.
The night. Four total in the first round. So, I mean,
Zachary Vissacher,
France was winning.
Alexar, Tijan. I can't even say that.
I knew one of them you were gonna butcher. You were doing pretty good.
Look, I love Alexar as a prospect. I hate that he went to DC. I really actually genuinely
Because it's
feel
a
bad
wasteland for
him.
basketball.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
This was an interesting draft because you get past 10, 12 picks,
Yep.
14, 15 picks, and then you start getting the whose is this and whose is that.
It was interesting to you. That's an interesting word that you choose. I thought it sucked.
It was just, yeah. And I think that's why I'm being nice on it. Like, it did interest me of, like, you're going to dive into these guys, but it's
Yeah.
an overall weak draft.
Right.
The influx of all this, like, foreign talent coming in. Zach Edey going 9,
Right.
which had that lottery grade before the draft, but 9 to Memphis. You're like, what is he going to do with the speed of Ja Morant?
Be slow as molasses.